everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. And so for the Grizzlies, their last game, a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, their shooting percentage as a team in that game was in the low 30s. Let's see what you got, son.
Well, I got plenty.
For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
You know, last season, the Sacramento Kings crowd set a world record for the loudest roar at an indoor sports stadium. Talk about analytics being on display. Here's a case in point. It's 126 decibels. Now 126. My hope and prayer is that the record stays at 126.
Big Daddy's checked in for Jason Thompson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And for these Sacramento fans, winning that noise record, a nice way to represent their passion and dedication. Fought to keep this team, and they deserve it. Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on it.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Outside Conley. The Grizzlies have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. McCallum comes in for Stauskas. And Sessions subbed in for Darren Collison. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Carter. And it's Lee in for Tony Allen. Gay with it. Conley picks him up. Fires from 18. Misses off the left iron. And for the Kings, playing in one of the oldest arenas in the NBA. Big plans, Clark, for a new downtown arena.
And clearly a very ambitious ownership group, and they've said this new arena has to be spectacular. They're looking to build something with the wow factor to become a California landmark.
Just 2 to shoot. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Down low. And there it is again. Nice make there from Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his second bucket of the game to go. And his old high school coach is an attendee at today's game, Clark. I believe they still stay in close contact, even though he's now in the NBA.
You know, you always have to keep perspective by remembering where you came from, no matter what you're doing, but certainly in the NBA. It's nice to see that he does that while still staying in touch with his old coach. Jack Randolph is a terrific rebounder and scorer. In his prime, he could just mark up 20 points and 12 rebounds a night, every night. He's a little bit on the downside now, but still a player you've got a game plan for.
And Randolph, now 33 years old, had that knee injury a couple seasons back.
Yeah, his rebounding remains excellent, but we've seen his scoring wane just a bit, both in volume and the percentages. Not quite the go-to scorer he was a few years back, but still very effective play.
And Sessions kicks to Landry. Landry with a screen for Gay. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
.55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Udrich kicks to Prince. Pass to Goufus. Outside Randolph. Shoots from 14. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
No good from Big Daddy. For the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Clippers. And Udrich kicks to Randolph. The 11-footer
turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
And Sessions kicks to Landry. And it comes off the front of the rim. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line.
And you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
Memphis leading by 8. The Grizzlies, grit and grind, known for being old school, post you up and lock you down top the basketball team.
Yeah, and that front court rotation, boy, the envy of the league, in my opinion. It's a big part of what makes this team really go.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We got Kufis, Buder up there with Tony Allen. And there's Tayshaun Prince, and it's Carter in at the 3 spot. Collison's shot is good.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
But guys, for the Grizzlies, a new ownership group, maybe some tweaks to their identity. They look to spread the floor a bit more, pick up the tempo. Results last season were pretty good.
Passes it to Stauskas. Clock at 6. Fires at the elbow. That is good.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
And you know, the Grizzlies last season, I thought they did pick up their pace slightly. They were still a team at the bottom of the league in that regard in terms of fast break points and pace of play. It's really hard to get away from who you've been for so long. This is more of a half-court, grinded-out team.
A chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Ben McLemore has been winning over his team with his work ethic. He has done everything that the team has asked of him early on in his career. And Coach Malone told him, I hope you never change, because if you continue to work this hard and do all the right things, your future is very, very bright. Guys?
With McLemore's ability to drive and shoot, he could be a real monster on the wing. Thank you for that, Bill. It's all tied in Sacramento. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And one thing I want to see out of the gate in the third, the pick and roll. It needs to be active and part of our arsenal. I know you can execute. I want to see it. If we go out there and show the killer instinct I know we have, this is not a team that can stay with us. Let's up that intensity.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
It's go time. Check in. I'm on it.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Up front, it's Thompson and Cousins. Allison runs the point with Stauskas at the 2. And it's Gay in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Conley kicks to Carter for the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's guys will do that tonight. Big Daddy's checked in for Sacramento.
Now look at Rudy Gay, some of the numbers on him. Over the last month, making major contributions. averaging about 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you really can't find much fault with him as far as his performances lately.
Yeah, he's been very, very dependable, steady, doing pretty much everything they've asked of him.
The pass to Stauskas. They set the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Nick Stauskas was born in Ontario, Canada, 7 days after the NBA awarded Toronto an expansion franchise. Nice little fact for there. When he was 10 at a Raptors open practice, he got called down to play some 2-on-2 against Vince Carter, and Stauskas buried a 3 on him. Now he's an NBA player himself. Man, that's a heck of a turnaround in about 10 years.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. Allen outside. Dishes it to Randolph. Back to Allen. Conley kicks to Carter. Good as the jump shot falls. Carter's got 12. And Stauskas, Clark, part of this vanguard of Canadian talent, never played hockey. Basketball has always been his game.
You know, but he grew up at a time when Canadian hoop culture wasn't exactly thriving. During the 7th and 8th grade years, his team had no coach, so he coached the team, calling plays and making substitutions. You can see evidence of that in how he plays. He's pretty cerebral in addition to being highly skilled.
Allen dishes to Conley. Takes it the other way. The last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, and it seemed like the difference in that game, guys, was the defensive effort. They forced a lot of turnovers, and that allowed them to get out and get some easy looks in transition.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, and that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Well, let's go back to what Steve just said. Such a strong defensive performance they turned in last time.
Well, you know what was remarkable about it, Kevin, was how many turnovers there were. I mean, it wasn't all about defense. There was some sloppy ball handling taking place on the other side, too.
There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Gets to Conley. It's taken away by Collison. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Allen. He feeds it to Gasol. Shot misses. Nice D from Cousins. The Kings leading. Stauskas right now averaging 11 points a game from about 16, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Allen drives in, misses from short range.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
From 13, here's Gay, somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings. Here's Conley. 15 points in the game.
Probably should hold for one shot here. Clock is on their side.
Yeah, no brainer. They can hold it for the last shot.
He dishes it to Carter. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Carter's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Kings ahead. They lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yes, sir.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Conley.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. offense like the one we just saw.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Thompson. Big Daddy comes in for Carl Landry. Stauskas is checked in for Ray McCallum. And it's Collison in for Sessions. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Marcus All is checked in for Cooper. Randolph comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Mike Conley subbed in for Tony Allen. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Zebo and Marcus All are up front. Woodruff third punt. And it's Lee in at the 3. Kindly the pass to Lee. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Right wing. Here's Conley. Spinning off the box out is Cousins. Conley's shot is off. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. That was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke, courtside, who's with our Jordan player of the game. Doris?
DeMarcus, certainly some quality assists and passing from you all night. Is that a focus for you?
Yeah, and that's something coach been telling me to do, and some of my teammates as well. Just go out there and set the tempo. And if I start sharing the ball to the team, they can kind of follow behind. So.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
It's the man, the myth, the high school coaching legend.
No, not as good as a coach since I lost Spiel a few years back. It's funny how coaches get better when they actually have good players on their team.
Man, forget that noise. You taught me everything I know.
You're like a sponge. And it's paid off for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, Coach.
Now hit the showers. I can smell you from here.
All right, man, I gotta get fresh.
All right, sounds good.
Yo, so what's up? It's not every day that you in the hood.
Just wanted to drop a little knowledge your way. We're in an exclusive club. A lot of people think the NBA life is easy, but I know different. There are ups and downs, pressures most people don't got a clue about. Wanted to make sure you're dealing okay.
Oh yeah, man, I'm good.
All right, because if I've learned anything, is that you have to tune out all of the noise. Only thing that matters is what happens between the lines. Do the work, listen to the coaches, and the results will take care of themselves. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the money, the nice hotels, the private jets. Remember that and you'll be fine, all right?
Yeah, man, I get that. We straight.